Biblos, what is the view of the Bible about beauty?
There is a book about the concept of beauty in the Bible, entitled Toward a Theology of Beauty, a Biblical Perspective, and was written by Joan Davidson to convey that God is a God of truth and beauty. To have a clear understanding of beauty, this episode will explain first the Old Testament concept of beauty, then the New Testament concept. In the OT, specific words were used to describe a person or a thing as beautiful. In fact, the vocabulary of beauty in the Old Testament is broad and varied. We all know any culture will likely have understanding of what beauty is. In Hebrew, it is unquestionably the case. The word beauty is used to describe God and his character. The only desire of David is to dwell in the temple and to behold the beauty of the Lord. That is the beauty of holiness or character. This kind of beauty is more than just physical looks. One's character and interpersonal interactions can also reflect their attractiveness, which can be represented as pleasantness or friendliness. The Hebrew word for this is noam. Also, anything grand and wonderful can be referred to as sevi in Hebrew. The NASB and RSV frequently translate this as glory. This points to mystical beauty in particular. True beauty emanates from the Lord alone, and his people find their beauty in the light of his grandeur. However, it also conveys the idea of grace and of abundant favor. Therefore, God's beauty can be discovered in both his majesty and in his disposition toward his people as a kind and gracious benefactor. Meanwhile, Hebrew terms exist to describe the aesthetic appeal of both men and women. First, yet is the word that is most frequently used. This rather moderate word denotes someone's nice looks and characterizes their outer appearance, and most likely best understood as attractive. Sarah, Rachel, Abigail, Joseph, and Moses were all attractive people. This implies that attractiveness is warmly accepted, but the OT itself serves as a reminder that appearances are not everything. Reminders can be vivid, like this one. A beautiful woman without prudence is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. The intelligent man sees beyond outward appearance, because beauty and charm are transient.
Second, the Hebrew term dub, when used to describe a woman's appearance, points to the viewer's sensuality. Dub refers to a person whose beauty arouses sensual desire. This term is used in the Book of Esther to describe the consort that King Xerxes was to seek. The king's servants were to look for sexually appealing young virgins so that the king could select one who would be especially pleasing to him. It is therefore intriguing that while such beauty is not subjective, passion or desire is probably. Therefore, a person's response to beauty may be good or bad.
The NT does not frequently mention attractiveness. Also, NT writers do not describe people as being attractive or handsome, in contrast to OT writers. Thus, the words beauty and beautiful are rarely used. Yet, the Greek words agatos, kalos, and heraios, which imply good, are found throughout the New Testament and is related to beauty of the OT. But agatos characterizes the good as useful and developed a significant emphasis on ethics and religion. For instance, the good deeds listed in Matthew 5 verses 39 and 44 are two examples of such lovely deeds. Meanwhile, kalos, however, emphasizes the aesthetic. Some of its adjectives are beautiful, handsome, excellent, preeminent, choice, exceeding, priceless, beneficial, appropriate, commendable, and admirable. The person who is kalos is exquisite, honorable, and deserving of praise. You are kalos, or beautiful, when you are pleasing to God and to his people through your good works, and is a source of joy like Mary Magdalene. Lastly, those who share the gospel is depicted as heraios, or beautiful, when it is acceptable, lovely in its season, or fitting in its time. It is viewed as beautiful. Good deeds as reflection of inner beauty is what Peter emphasized as being superior to outward beauty in the NT. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. In summary, God is the God of beauty. He adorned nature with majestic and splendid beauty. Especially, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Beauty is secondarily important, while character is superior. Beauty as appearance is transient and easily fades away like a flower, but prudent men and women who fear the Lord is to be commended.
Prudence and character are highly essential.
Yet we are reminded to dress modestly, with decency and propriety, adorning ourselves with good deeds, appropriate for those who profess to worship God.